This is a short clip on how to use Excel to embed your treasurer's report into Word. I'm using a regular Excel document and summarizing all of the information for the treasurer's report in about 4 or 5 lines. I list in the first cell the treasurer's report, the date of the treasurer's report, and then I go on to include the date of the balance on hand, your total receipts and disbursements, and your ending balance at the end of the month. I've also listed that it's filed for audit. If I need to change that, I can simply go in here and type in filed for audit with corrections. After I've done that, I would complete this by actually just selecting the cells that I just typed up, right-clicking, and clicking on copy. I would then go to my Word document here, scrolling up to this section for my financials report. I see I have something here already, so I will try and remove it first by hitting delete. I would then right-click and hit paste. This is the same image that I used in my Excel document. I can then move it around if I need to and adjust the sizing as needed. And also, a section for ratifying checks can be used the same way by selecting a different Excel sheet, or maybe the tab at the bottom of this Excel sheet, and listing it out. It's very important when you're ratifying checks and listing those that you list them in numerical order and by date. Whenever you ratify a check or list the ratification of checks, this is the information you will need. You will always need the date, the check number, the name of the payee, the memo or the purpose for the payment, and the amount of the check. You also need to record any checks that have been voided, and you'll see here that they are in numeric order by check number. It will list the advancements, invoices that need to be paid, or reimbursements for any supplies that were purchased. You can simply reuse this every month in this simple Excel sheet. And then by actually updating the information, make sure you include the header of your screen and copy and paste into your Word document. By simply right-clicking and hitting copy, going to your Word document, and below your treasurer's report, I would recommend you list any bills that need to be paid or ratification of checks. For instance, this month, no checks were needed to be submitted for the month, but we did need to ratify our checks. So what I'll do here is I'll right-click, hit the paste button, and this will list up. This is the easiest way to list your ratified checks. It's also the easiest way for me to list my checks that need to be paid. I simply have to put in a header screen for this section saying the person that moved to ratify the checks. For instance, our treasurer, Stacy Small, moved to ratify the following checks. Don't forget to add your abbreviation, motion seconded and carried. Also make sure you spell it correctly.